Good morning. Tomorrow is RENR. That's it. That's the post. That's it. That's all I'm have to say. I literally just got out of bed. I'm about to get ready. So let's go. Oh, where are my manners? Hi guys, one. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new, hi. I'm Amina. I do nursing videos, vlogs, stuff like that. And if you've been here from day one, walk on people, walk on. So this is the RENR vlog in a nutshell. So yeah, let's go. Don't from my ear. Will not come from my hair. The favorite one missing. That I was really curious. Just go with the small. Updates. I left the house because of free drive and I left my food. I left my food and I just be that me where I am. I'm passing the phone to somebody who is not ready for their exam.
I'm passing the phone to someone who pretends as if she knows everything.
Imagine, I'm passing the phone to someone who is just hanging around. Alright, who may I pass? I'm passing the phone to someone that knows it all and pretend not to. First of all, that's not true.
And that's my game.
That's not true.
But yeah, oh, you look so. Oh, God. We're not gonna get something fair. No, but you get 10% discount since you're there. Alright, so today is the day before RENR. We're at a hostel. I'm gonna find out how everybody else is doing. Ugh, Jesus. So we have this one.
I look rough now. Check me after.
I say I got a lot of people there. What's that? We have this one. A photo shoot? Curtain number 1. Beside curtain number 2. From when YouTube not see you? From when YouTube not see you? Eh? Yes, that's all of us. We have exam tomorrow.
It's stress.
She's stressed, but what to do? What to do? Anyways.
Math homes.
Literally after 12 in the morning. I don't know what else to study. I don't know what else to do. I don't know how to feel. I'm just awake. It's just here.
What?
While another's someone calling, do not pass me by. Pass us by. Savior, Savior, hear our humble cry. Guys, this is the final clip before we go in. Before we go in, I want to ball, scream and vomit. Yes. That paper one completed. Hello. Mic check. I'm home, as you can see. Listen, the last clip you see, after that I was going into paper 2. So the last clip you saw I was coming out of paper 1. I was out of paper 1 and going into paper 2. Listen, that day, that RENR day, exam was supposed to be finished by 4. I will end up never leave until 5:50 something. So call it 6 o'clock exam finish. So by the time we hurry up and leave the campus, we go down a bus stop. It was me literally take, I think I did to 9, no, after 8. Yeah, we reached after 8 in our bus park. Could not get a bus if we come back to Montego Bay. Some of we did split up. Some go before some, but nobody want to leave because I was traveling with some midwives and they had exam. For them exam not finish until like after 6:30. So I decided to not left them because all we come together. So we were upon them. But I reached bus stop, I did after 8. So we couldn't get a drive, so we did stranded. So we were there saying that we have to go book somewhere else. The place that we stay is a hostel. So we didn't want to go back there the night again because other persons were there. Long story short, we end up had to go to a friend's relative in Kingston, luckily Upper St. Andrew, and we never have no idea where we are going. She never got there before. We just take the leap of faith and we went there. Turns out that it was the best decision ever. We got a good night's rest after exam, get relaxed, we make some video of the people in place. I'll insert a clip. Guys, welcome to me and Delia's apartment. This is our apartment, so we have our walk-in closet. Walk-in, Delia, walk-in. Look at me. Look at that, she's gone.
I disappeared.
She disappeared, she appeared.
This is the
So we had fun, and the following morning we came home, and here I am, tired, popped down, and just recuperating. So let's get into the meat of the matter. Let me tell you about RENR 2022. Now, so paper one. First of all, let me go through the process. So we got there in the morning. We got there in the morning, and let me backtrack. So I'm from the Western campus, so RENR was being held in Mona in Kingston. So we had to stay somewhere in Kingston the morning before, because we were supposed to reach here 7:45, right? Or so they told us. So we got somewhere, pick up an exam card from up here. We went to Kingston the day before exam, and we were there. And morning now we got a taxi and we all went. When we reached now, it was a whole lot of people. Pack up like a sardine and insert a clip here of some a friend's TikTok.
Are we in like a pack of sardine and we cannot escape, we cannot come out? Mama, we're trapping at this bomb.
The communication was poor. You had one person coming out shouting and you could hardly hear her. The first thing she said was no calculators allowed. We didn't know that still because we did anticipate that. But Jamaica is the only Caribbean country that doesn't allow calculator, something like so. So we didn't anticipate it. We never did hear what she said, so we basically just did follow the crowd. We went inside now and we had to form another line, and they were calling names one by one for you to come in and search down your whole place for your seat. Anyways, fast forward, we found our seat and we got situated. Then take forever to start. Forever. And then they want to make it look like say are the students them fault. But let me tell you why. So initially I said that someone came outside and said no calculators allowed, blah 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 blah, right? So when we went inside, the person that was reading the instruction on the paper said that you can use calculator because you're supposed to can use calculator. And she was like, you can use calculator. So everybody get up. Mind you that it's a lot of person. So even if person at the back get up, we can't hear what they are from. Me did in the central, so me could hear. Person at the back could hear. Because then they put one for full mic, we just needed to circulate. Anyways. So everybody gets up and it was one big chaos. So they were like, sit down. I can't believe you are the nurses of the future and blah 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 blah. So some people sit down, some people go for the calculator. So because of frustration and I don't know what, the person, I think she's a nursing council person, she was saying that we're revoking the right to use the calculator, we're not but I use calculator, blah blah blah. So because she said that she revoked the right to use calculator, everybody get up again for put back the calculator. So that alone took legit 45 minutes, and I'm not exaggerating. Anyways, when we finally start now, paper one, I would say that we were over prepared for RENR, and I'll explain why shortly. But paper one was a lot of past paper questions, and some of them I knew, but I just didn't remember because my mind was so flustered with so much. I had so much information in that brain flustered. Some of the easiest side of question them me know me get them wrong because me they overthink or I don't know, but it was so. It's 2 papers again. Paper 1, paper 2. 100 questions each or 200 questions, and it's 2 hours 30 minutes per paper. Paper 1 now we are going through the questions them. There weren't many questions on condition. No questions at all on paper 1. I can't remember a question on any condition. Maybe fracture. And it's nothing to do with fracture in itself. It was like what would the nurse do, stuff like that, priority based question. So there wasn't much question on conditions, and me tell you say the amount of stuff when we study. Paper one was mostly like leadership, communication, priority based questions. So they would ask like what type of leadership strategy or communication question they would like, what chain of what part of the communication process is being used or stuff like that. Them little annoying question they so, and then past paper question. So paper one was not bad. A lot of person finished really quick before the 2 hours. But yeah. I don't talk. A lot of person paper one is easy, but it ain't easy for me. So me finishing in 1.5 hours. I was sleeping for an hour. I mean I tell us the persons who were there who finish in a half hour. Mind people finishing a half hour. Anyways, so we come out and if we come out took another time, because even if you when you sub you have to wait until the 2 hours and 30 minutes finish. And fairness number one, but fine. After you hand in your paper, you still have to wait until the entire everybody at the entire auditorium paper take up. Like, what sense that make? Oh my god, it's so annoying. So then give it 45 minutes. 45 minutes break. 45 minutes. Anyways, we run go to the door and eat something, because at that time I could have bothered to even try to study nothing more because I was so upset. Then went back in for paper 2. Same long process again. They have to go through the whole process again. Paper 2 now, I thought that paper 2 would be bulk with conditions, because me I say, alright, paper 1 never get such a hard blow. Paper 2. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you. Paper 2 came with the same format as paper 1. Yeah, we got maybe I can remember 5 questions on conditions on paper 2. So mind you, how we studied for RENR was system by system. So respiratory, cardiac, GI, gastro, urinary, every system, conditions under those, as well as leadership, all them something. You me if you tell me say the questions were filled with leadership and all them something. And mind you, it's not that I didn't study leadership, but it wasn't my priority. Because when I spoke to last year person who did RENR last year, it's the same thing they said, that the papers were filled with leadership and communication. But they got conditions, because they say that they got a lot of respiratory question. So but for us that wasn't the case. And paper 2 was really tricky. It was because the answers were close. It was just not easy for me. Like, I never liked paper 2 at all. Like, me count so much questions wrong. That's the paper where I'm really afraid about. I really afraid about paper 2. I get so many questions on that thing wrong. But I try to stay hopeful, and I say, alright, overall, I think I get more than 50 questions wrong overall. That I try to tell myself. But paper 2, and I like, because it's hard, the questions were just, you see, me don't like questions were subjective, because my school will tell me one thing, your school tell me one thing, yours is going to tell me one thing. Like, it's too subjective. And that was what paper 2 was. We did hurry up and finish it because it was disgusting. But yeah, that was RENR really. So persons were asking me like, how you prepare for RENR and so on. So let me tell you. There's this person on Instagram. I think he's from Barbados, somewhere. His name is RENR Focus, and I think most person gravitate towards him. He does RENR classes. I think it's for 15 weeks. No, I lie, 7 weeks, and it's 25,000 per person. And you cannot share, you cannot group up, or you cannot do all of them something. Technically, wink. So I did not sign up with this person. However, I still followed, because a lot of my classmates did. So I followed along, the way that they were studying. When I follow everything with him, but I follow along the way. Like the topics that he was covering, we just basically follow along in the order. Basically, I think that's the best way to put it without yeah. So would I recommend this person? I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't just get up and jump and say yes, I do recommend that you go with this person. One, because I never go with him, and two, based on everything that I've observed and everything that I've heard and every information that was contributed, I can't really jump and say I would. But what I do think is it's a good program in terms of you'll be able to study, you'll get quizzes, and it's safe. Like, you can guarantee, so you'll cover your content. And if you're not a fussy person, or if you feel that you have the money, I would say definitely go ahead with this person. So that's RENR focus. There's this other person, I think he's a teacher from the West, and his classes are basically, I want to say $1,500 class or $1,000 class, one of them. I didn't sign up with him either because he was just doing past papers. Maybe I should have, because RENR preparation, I think I would do better if I had just, why this man have forcing it to look over here? Anyways, I think I would have done better if I had a focus on past papers and past papers only, honestly. But I didn't sign up with him, but I'll put his contact here if I can find it. And he does classes every Saturday. Once you finish span, right, go straight up to RENR. And I think a lot of person from NCU would have gone with him. I don't know anything about him. I only know one person who went to him, and she said that she went to him for maybe 3 weeks, and he taught them strategies and so on, and that was good. But then after a while, she stopped and went to study on her own. So, how to prepare for RENR? So it's basically systems by systems, as I said, along with leadership, mental, and all of that. When I say system, you have respiratory system, cardiovascular system, blah 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 system. And under each system, you basically look at the different conditions, what it is, signs and symptoms, pathophysiology, a diagnostic test. But along with the diagnostic test, you need to know what to do as a nurse, like pre-op, post-op. You need to know your nursing responsibilities. Myself personally, what I did is that I did that system by system, but it was basically YouTube that carried me. Registered nurse RN and simple nursing, and I think a lot of person use those two for NCLEX as well. But I do that because I like sites that give you quizzes and stuff after, and they cover a lot. They cover a lot of content. They have this NCLEX review video thing on different systems, so you can literally, I know for a fact, registered nurse at RN.com, you can follow her and do RENR. You can follow all her review on every system and do RENR. The only thing is that you'd have to do additional reading on leadership and management and loads of stuff that's just for the Caribbean. But that's what I did. And simple nursing, of course, because I was working on all that. I didn't have time. So if I would recommend that you start studying after span, if you're gonna do this method, and that would give you ample time. You'd have finished by September thereabout, and just a review if you start after span. If you want to take a break after span and start August, that's fine as well. Yeah, I don't recommend that you work during this time. I did, well, you can work but don't do no long hours like I did. That was a big mistake. I think I would have covered a lot more, because I really and truly, in all honesty, and I'm being 100% honest, I studied for RENR, like really studied for RENR in 1 week. 1 week before exam was the 1 week I got the time to put in the work, and I was so drained because I had to be covering like 3 to 4 content per day. I'm good at last minute studying, like that's just me, but it's not. Nope, don't recommend it. You won't get all results. So it's CXC based. A lot of person was asking, the same way I marked up on the scrunchie sheet and the 60 base. So you know the grade, the passing grade depends on how the overall person did, just like 60. So it depends on how everybody did. Last year the pass mark was 70, and I'm hoping that it remains the same, because I think I'm confident that I would do, I think I would get 70 or more. I do hope it remains the same, but I will be a bright girl this year, because my class of 2022, we've been through so much, but we just do it. Like I am proud of my year group. Like, we do the most. But that's it for RENR. If you have any questions, comment down below and I'll answer them. I'm still working on I'm creating this RENR crash course, and it's basically a summary of all the systems, as well as past papers and strategies on how to answer questions. I'm working on a crash course book for RENR. I think it's a pretty good idea, and I think it would save a lot of time. I think honestly, I'm not gonna recommend something where I would want for myself. So yeah, I'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, next thing to say is that I have face-to-face graduation, $30,000. A bit disappointed in the amount and a bit overwhelmed, not excited, as you can see. But I'm still gonna try, and if I reach, I'm gonna take you guys along. Of course, me know one graduation vlog. Picture day is literally next week. I'm gonna try to do a picture day vlog as well. I'm trying to get things together. So yeah, I was told the other day, let me just break with the sad story. Good news. I looked at my portal and I saw that I got first class honors, so I'm a bit elated. I didn't expect it. Honestly, I thought I was gonna get first class upper. No, I thought I was gonna get second class upper, but I got first class honors, and I'm humbled. So yeah, so that's all I'm gonna say. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to me and I'll let you know. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. Thank you guys for being with me, and this is part 2 of RENR vlog, and still this the first video of my new series called Life After Nursing School. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.